MLB Network's coverage. Mike Montgomery will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And that's the first down.
The right fielder, number 30.
Now at the plate, Harold Castro. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's 1 for 3. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jordan Zimmerman, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games.
Oh, wow, what a stop to first. He beat it out. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. With Merrifield next to bat. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. Dozier brings it in. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Austin Romine, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Batting fifth.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Stepping in, Anderson Miller. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Reyes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So up next steps Kristen Stewart. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he fouls this one off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. At the plate, Nico Goodrum. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I get it. You want to be aggressive, but man, these guys are swinging at everything.
And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. Scooped up, and that's the 2nd out. So stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. First pitch coming. Here it is. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Runner goes for second. And Cabrera will make sure that this is a foul ball. He's running again. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And That nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And now he's on the move again for second. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Popped up. Zimmerman calls for it. One down. 2 on here with 1 man out. And that'll bring up the veteran left-handed hitting outfielder Alex Gordon. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. With Merrifield next to hit. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. The tag, and he is out. He'll settle for just the 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ball 1.
On, he pops it up. Here comes Gordon, and this will land foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On, he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Count remains 2-2. Now the pitch. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Sinker, 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
The next 3-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
1-1.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ballgame, and that ends. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the base. Base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. Skied into straightaway right. Castro is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The catcher, number
Stepping in, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, C.J. Cron. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Soler. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Austin Romine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is foul right side. The windup and the 0-1. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one in. Now at the plate, Anderson Miller, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Anderson.
This is line to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
The first baseman, number 7, Michael.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Castro is there, 2 down.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Now a bunt attempt here. And he is out on the tag. Digging in, Kristen Stewart. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Miller is there, and he has it for the 1st out.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batter.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trick.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Nicky Lopez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Runners off for second. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In is Jorge Soler, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
The third baseman, Hunter.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Standing in, Victor Reyes. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Right fielder, Harold Castro.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses. And a lot of strikeouts, and no walks either.
2 out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Looking to send him packing again. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Still down.
Additional 7th inning, correct.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 7.
Striding in, Michael Franco. A hit in 2 tries so far. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So here's the Royals DH, Adalberto Mondesi. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Bottom of the 7th inning. He'll go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see. All at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Number 16.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Kelvin Gutierrez is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jonathan Scope. Ryan O'Hearn is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 66.
Cam Gallagher is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Cam Gallagher.
Lifted into center field. Miller is right there, 1 down. For the plate now is the designated hitter, C.J. Cron. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Settling in now, Austin Romine. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please.
So digging in now, Kelvin Gutierrez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Here comes the first pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Alex Gordon. Into center field, line drive base hit. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. And he is in there.
The batter, number 15.
Digging in and looking for more, Whit Merrifield. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Hey, D-Ro, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Reined in. One there on to first, and how about that for an entrance? One pitch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in the outfielder, Kristen Stewart. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
A bouncer to the left side. Dozier scoops it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in now, Nico Goodrum. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Throw in time. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Our final line score.